Hello, and welcome back to another one of my video series on some contest levels. So yes, we are back with another low of the year contest, and this is for low of the year 2021. So pretty much for levels that got nominated um, that were made in the past year. So from January 1st to December 31st, 2021, and just like low of the year 2020 from last year. Essentially, rather than making new levels, we just pretty much nominate levels that we really, really like for this pack. And essentially, each user can nominate up to 6 levels. And if we do so, I believe we have to do, yeah, like at least a few levels from a few authors. Yeah, then we're allowed to nominate a 7th, which is one of our own levels. Here, I did make some levels last year, but yeah, I think their quality is such that I wouldn't really like consider them low of the year worthy. Yeah, not nominate nomination worthy. And so yes, you're not going to see any of my lows in this pack, but yes, I am one of the users who nominate up to 6 lows though. And so yes, essentially, a lot of these levels I've already played, but there were a couple that I either have not or I did, but I have not resolved the most current version of the low. Yeah, after I finished the Let's Play at the pack that it's found in. So in any case, yeah, just like the low design contest number 25, yeah, from a few weeks ago, I've essentially just solved the lows off camera, and then I'm essentially just going to be record my solutions with some commentary. And so, yes, I would just essentially be loading up the replays for each level as we go through them. And I think for some of these levels, I will also basically show the intended solution as intended by the author. So rather than make a separate video for each of the authors I cover, I'm just going to show off the intended solution after I show off my solution to the author's level. So yeah, that will just essentially mean less videos. Yeah, like unlike the last time, and just essentially just want to get this done and over with. There hasn't really been any like people didn't really like do much with the low of the year 2021 contest this year. Like there hasn't really been like any posted replays or anything in the topic itself for the playing phase. But I think it's just essentially because everyone's been really busy and yeah, haven't really had the time to like do so. And so, needless to say, this pretty much seems to have like gotten far less attention than low of the year 2020. Don't exactly know why, but again, my suspicion is just the fact that everyone's just been busy. I myself have been very busy, especially with work, and I'm currently on summer break though, so fortunately I have more time. But even then, yeah, I'm also at the point where I'm not as motivated to do let's plays as I used to be, and so I definitely dialed back on that considerably for 2022. I would definitely still fit in a couple more, yeah, before the end of the year. But yeah, I have definitely slowed the rate considerably, at which I am pumping out videos, yeah, and posting them to my YouTube channel. And so yeah, um, but in any case, yeah, I really want to like get some videos out for lower the year 2021 before the voting starts. Um, So yes, as I said before, this is just simply a collection where we just simply nominate lows rather than make new lows like we do for the low design contest that just whose flame phase just finished and now we're currently in the voting phase. But yeah, the exact same thing. I'm just going to follow the exact same format, just with the difference being that I will also show off the intended solutions by the authors. Yeah, if I decide maybe, for example, I'm curious as to what the intended solution is, yeah, like maybe if my own solution is maybe very messy itself or something. And it also depends if the author has also provided a replay as well in the replay collection. And yeah, but in any case, yeah, I think I've looked through it, and there's not going to be that many that I will also show out the author's solution as well. Now, whereas for the ranks themselves, yeah, there's Apjjm, Armani, Flopsy, Itcho, King Shadow, Niche, 10x, and a mixed. And so I believe that was 8 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, so that was 8 total. So I'm thinking what I'm doing is pretty much 3 authors for 2 videos each, and then the final video will show 1 author and then the mixed rank. And so essentially just 3 videos, just like what I did with last year, I believe. Though I believe in that one there are 4 videos. Yeah, just because I showed the author's intended solutions along with mine. Yeah, and also just the fact that I showed off solutions again for some levels to some select levels. Yeah, not the entire collection pack, just some select levels that I wanted to show off the solution again, and also the intended solution by the author. But yeah, here I think I'm just going to just make the series 3 videos long, just by doing 3 authors for 2 videos, and then the final 2 for the 3rd video, along with the intended solutions by the authors. Yeah, for some of them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the playthrough now. So first off, we are starting with Apjj's levels. And the first one is Apjjm1, the end body problem. Okay, and this was a level that I nominated for this LOTY year 2021. Yeah, it's mostly just for the visuals itself, more than the puzzle. But even then, yeah, this was actually a pretty decent one as well. Yeah, pretty decent challenge, I must say. But yeah, I pretty much nominated this level just mostly for the visuals. And essentially, yeah, if you look around here, yeah, essentially this is like the solar system. Here's the sun, and then this is like Mercury, and then Venus, Earth, Mars, and then some planet that's not really like an actual depiction of one. But essentially, you can just essentially consider it like the successor of Mars or the one after it. So like Jupiter, even though it's not this color at all. Yeah, it's more like red orange. But yeah, I especially love the way that Apj did the Earth here. Yeah, he did a really great job here. And the sun here was very well done as well. And essentially, yeah, as you can see, it's just a result of tile set mixing here. I do see some marble and I believe some pillar here as well. The white, I'm not sure where that comes from, but I think that might be rock, but I'm not sure though. Yeah, and then of course the pointy stars. Yeah, just to the night sky. Yeah, the galaxies full of them. Yeah, the Milky Way galaxy, that is. Yeah, and there's just some maybe some comet rocks and meteors, but I'm thinking more comet since comets are mostly made of ice. But yeah, I found this one to be a pretty decent challenge. It wasn't like very very hard, but at the same time, it's not exactly trivial either. Yeah, considering the skill set that you're given. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We have 3 entrances here. Yeah, one on the left, one in the middle, and then one on the right. So essentially, we have one entrance over Mars, one entrance over the Earth. Yay! And then one over Mercury. I think I'm just going to go ahead and zoom out here. So yes, the first lemming on the left entrance, I go ahead and dig. And then, yeah, looks like oh, okay, I dig here. Oh, yes, these 2 entrances go out to the right. This one goes out to the left. Okay, first lemming on the rightmost entrance will build. Okay, and then after after digging for a while, I go ahead and have him mine. And then this digger, after digging for a while, I have him build. Oh, yes, and there's only 3 lemmings here. So we just simply need to manage these 3. While making sure not to lose anyone, since we need to save everyone. So yes, he builds again. Okay, he builds, and then he also builds. So this takes care of these 2 gaps here. And then we just got to make sure that we don't spend any more builders for these parts here. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and dig here so that these 2 will not go out to the right. Okay, one more bridge. Okay, and then after digging for a while, I have him bash. I have him turn around, and then go ahead and mine through the Earth. Yeah, I didn't exactly mine to the center, but close enough, right? Okay, yes, I bashed with one of them here. Okay, I build, and then I believe I just tanked the one-way arrows, yes, with a miner, so that he turns around. Okay, and then finally, one last bridge to exit, and that's it. So, very, very nice level here. Yeah, especially the visuals. And certainly quite a nice one to start the pack, I would think. Okay, next one. Apjjm 2. Can't stand the heat. Another visually impressive level here. So, yes. Oh, I should mention that previous level, it's found in APJ's Lemmings Quartet pack, which I had the pleasure of LPing earlier this year. This level is also found from Lemmings Quartet. Yeah, and the previous one and this one are found in the first rank, the Quartet rank. And as the rank suggests, yeah, you essentially start with 4 lemmings, and then whatever losses you incur in the during the rank, you essentially have 1 lemming less. Yeah, for example, if you kill 1, and then yeah, the rest of the rank you just have 3, and then it just keeps going down until basically it resets with a load that we will see later in the pack in lower tier, that is. But for APJ2 itself, yeah, this is pretty nice. This is like a frying pan over fire here, and then here's like the faucet, and then another pan over here, and then pretty much like a shelf with some bottles, and then another pan here, over fire as well. Yeah, and then the exit where pretty much right where like a plate with some food or something like that. Some greens I can see. And then yeah, another pan over here with some water inside it. You can think of it as like the water boiling, over the fire. So it's like a stove here. So oh yeah, there's like an omelet here. That's really nice. Okay, this one can be difficult. Yeah, it's certainly not easy finding the best route through the low. Yeah, especially given the skill set as well. It's very, very limited, especially the dig instructor skills. And don't be fooled by the fact that you have 6 builders, because they do run out pretty fast. Okay, so the first lemon I have in Bash. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and build to the left here. Okay, and then at the end I go ahead and block, so that we can go ahead and build to the right to get up and out of this area here. Okay, so while the builder was going, that allows one to get on through. And then I go ahead, no, not that one. Okay. So I feel like something is wrong here. Okay, so I dig here, one that goes back to the left. No, this is right, I'm sorry. So I go ahead and block here, and then have him climb the builder. Okay, and then build up here. Okay, he turns around, and then there's a blocker, so he'll turn back to the right. Okay, and then I go ahead and mine here. Okay, build. Okay, yes, there is a hole here. Yeah, but that's only going back to the left. But going to the right, they'll still be able to go further to the right. Okay, and then right here I start a miner, and then I would be using this builder staircase to keep the miner going. And in the process, he will also release the blocker. Okay, and unfortunately there is no more terrain above him, so the climber will be able to go into the fire. However, he hits the steel and turns back to the right. So therefore, he does not climb into the fire. Okay, so here I just let the climber go on ahead here, and then I dig at the top. Yeah, unfortunately this is still high enough so that the non-climber does not get on by. And then once the digger's low enough, I go ahead and build, because essentially 1 builder step is enough to get past the firebox trap. Okay, and if I bash through the bottle, and that's it. So yeah, I think for what I've seen, it's not exactly intended, I think, but I think it's like close to intended, I would think. But in any case, I think the main trick here is just seeing the builder miner combo, and then of course, yeah, just nuke the blocker. Okay, and the next of APJ, APJ3, a night on the town. So because we only need to say 2 in the previous level, yeah, now we're down to 2 lemmings. Yeah, so by that point in that pack, in the Lemmings Quartet pack, yeah, you only have 2 to start with this low. Oh yes, and it's quite another nice visual level here. So it appears that this the main theme here is in the Crystal Tower set, and yeah, it's amazing how APJ did the building and skyscrapers here. So it almost reminds me of some of the landscaping hopping that you do, or rather the skyscraper hopping that you do in I think it is Lemmings War Tour. Yeah, this is just a very nice built level. And yeah, pretty much I got close to the intended solution here. But essentially, that wasn't exactly the change that broke my solution, but rather this right here. Yeah, so essentially before in Lemmings Quartet, this is not a spot height, but Apjjm decided to make a spot height. So therefore I need to readjust my solution a little. So the result is that I used my previous solved replay for the low, and then I just jumped in whatever I need to make some adjustments. So anyway, go ahead and dig here. And then after digging for a bit, with the lemming that's stuck in the digger pit, I go ahead and have him bash while the digger keeps on going. Okay, then after a while, then I go ahead and bash out to the right. This lemming will be contained in here and will stay put for some time. Yeah, I happen to release him with karma already. So yeah, he climbs up. And then go ahead and dig here. Now, one of the differences here from where I did it a little bit differently from the intended solution is the placement of the digger. So basically, this is done in such a way so that there is a tiny pixel here, so that when they come back to the right, they will fall down here. Yeah, but when he comes back to the left, he'll be able to bash on through to release this lemming. So the builder turns around now. Yeah, and as I said, we go ahead and bash him free. Okay, so the non-climber is contained in this pit here. Well, we just wait for the climber lemming here. So when the climber lemming is close enough, then let's go ahead and start bashing to the right. Essentially, there's some timing here so that you get the task done with the non-climber before the climber arrives. Yes, so once he finishes bashing, then we go ahead and build. And this is critical that we need to get this path done before the climber arrives, because essentially the climber will die, yeah, if he doesn't finish. And also, if you do the path with the climber instead, once he finishes building to the exit, he's just going to turn back to the left and then fall out here to the bottom. So instead, the answer is to do the remainder of the path with the non-climber. So we bash on through and then finally build to the exit, and that's it. So it doesn't matter if he turns around enough, because this wall is high enough so that he turns back to the right. So yes, a very, very nice level here. And regarding the previous low and this one, yeah, I did not nominate. However, I did nominate this one, Apjjm, Phantom Breakout. So here we have some neutrals. And I believe this is the very first time in the pack that you will see the neutral lemmings as well. So essentially, they're lemmings that you cannot assign skills to, but you can save them. Okay. So this one is quite a difficult one, but it has a very, very nice solution. The solution is so impressive, I said, yeah, this definitely gets my nomination for Low of the Year 2021. So yeah, the hardest part here is the beginning. So essentially, yeah, it's pretty much symmetrical on both sides, except, well, mostly symmetrical, with the exit being on the right side. And once again, another very visually impressive low. So yes, the lemming on the left here will build, yeah, the one in which you can assign skills to. Yeah, the non-neutral, I should say. So we build there, he turns around, and then we go ahead and bash towards the right. Now, there's a bit of timing here in that here we need to allow the non-neutral down here to pass on through to the left. But at the same time, the lemming going to the right needs to build. So this raises the wall high enough so that it will block these neutrals from stepping out to the left. So this was the hardest part to see here. And then, yes, the non-neutral that slipped on by, I block him here, while this lemming will keep on building, so that we can get out to the right here. Okay, and then I think I go ahead and mine him free, the blocker. Yes. Okay, and then build over the gap. Both of these will get floaters, so that they can survive the drop here. Okay, and then I go ahead and bash here. And then this one is done in such a way so that it turns the other floater around while the basher is in progress. And then go ahead and build over the gap, of course. And then same thing here. Build over the gap. And then once he is done, we're going to go ahead and bash the neutrals free. Yeah, like this. Yeah, in the meantime, the other floater goes on and builds over this gap as well. And then finally bash through all these obstacles to get to the exit. And that's it. Very, very nice solution. I really, really love this one. And this is probably the best level puzzle-wise that I've seen in a very, very long time. So yes, definitely the best level I played in a very long time. So wonderful job to Apjjm there. And also with those neutrals that you rescued, essentially those are the lemmings. Essentially the ones that you they're the new recruits for the next low in the Lemmings Quartet pack. And so with the 2 neutrals you rescue in this low, you're essentially back to 4 lemmings again. So it's really just like redeeming / rescuing the lemmings that had to die in some of the previous lows in that rank. Okay, so that finishes up APJ's lows, and that brings us to the next set of lows by another author. So in this case, it is Armani. First up is Armani 1, Childhood Dreams. This is a level in the LTC number 22 contest. And essentially the rule here was essentially use a original Lemmings or no more Lemmings tile set. And then essentially just make a classic Lemmings level, which essentially means using the 8 classic skills only. And then the only thing that didn't need to be included that the original Lemmings had is a time limit. The time limit is optional here. Yeah, but other than that, we needed to use the 8 classic skills. And either an original Lemmings or an old normal Lemmings tile set. So yes, we had 2 entrances here. One on the left here, and then one on the right. Oh, and I should also add, this was also the winner at LTC number 22 as well. So yes, I start with the entrance over here. I have him be a climber. And then yes, I send a climber from this entrance here. Yeah, to the left. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and bomb here, so that any lemmings that come over here will not be able to exit, because we bombed the extra trigger, the terrain where the exit trigger is away. So then he gets a floater, climbs on over, and then we go ahead and mine here. Okay, one of the tricks here is this. Actually, did we do it? No, we let him drop down first. So bash on through. Yeah, one of the tricks here is this. We go ahead and block here. And there is a purpose to this that we will see in a bit. And then yes, we go ahead and send up a climber to the left here for this entrance, for the crowd. And then yes, even though there is some overhang here, yeah, he is still able to climb out to the left. Which, it's one of those oddities that I've always found really strange with the well from the dirt tile set. But yes, in any case, climbers are able to get over it. So yes, what the blocker does is that he turns the followers in mid-air to the right. Yeah, because essentially when falling from here, they are able to land down here, but we don't want anyone falling out to the left, because otherwise non-climbers would just simply turn back and drown in the water here. While climbers will be able to get back up, but then again, same thing. Yeah, since there is nothing to help them get across, they will also fall back down here and down in the water eventually. So yes, to prevent that, we go ahead and put a climber, blocker here. Okay, and then we go ahead and build to get up this minor tunnel. And then because the terrain under the exit trigger is destroyed, yeah, he goes underneath the exit and doesn't jump into the exit. And then we get over here and then we build over the gap. Okay, and bash on through. And then he doesn't exactly break through the slope terrain, but yes, he does use it to keep on going. Okay, mixing his way up here. And then I go ahead and bomb the climber. Okay, and then finally, all that's left to do is to bash through the well to release this crowd. And then the last thing to do is to build to get to the exit, and that's it. Yeah, some of them will slip on by, but that's okay because they'll eventually turn back to the left. They'll essentially go take the same route that the climber that bashed here did earlier. So yes, they go up over the top and then fall back down safely. Okay, so the rest of this is just time skipping. Okay, and then I start the nuke before everyone jumped in, but in any case, they all make it to the exit in time. Yeah, and so that the only person who gets blocked is the, the only person that gets blocked. The only person that gets nuked is the blocker. So, very, very nice level here for Armani. And then Armani 2, crossover. This is a level found in Armani's, what do you call it? Lemmings Uncharted pack. Yeah, which I've also had the pleasure of Let's Playing sometime last year. Yeah, very, very difficult pack. Yeah, do not expect it to be a very quick playthrough. Yeah, it took me quite a while, although in my case, I ended up backgrounding pretty much half the pack. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be a piece of cake, though, because some of these back routes are very difficult to find. I think I scrolled too far here. Yeah. And yes, this was one of those where there was a mistake here in that originally this trap here did not kill the lemmings properly because it was placed I believe a pixel too high. But it's been fixed now, so I need to resolve this low. Yeah, and now that it's properly patched up, it's a much better low now. So, first time it goes back to the left, gets a slider, so that he goes out to the right. Yes, it is enough, so that he goes out to the left. I mean, to the right. Yeah, you want to see this? Yeah, so like that. Okay, and then underneath here, we're gonna go ahead and give him a shimmer. Everyone else is stuck in an infinite loop for the time being. So, fortunately, they're not in any danger right now. Okay, and then right here, I go ahead and assign a laser so that we destroy the terrain up here. Okay, and then the slider goes out to the right, so we give him another shimmer. Oh yes, and then yeah, another laser in this time to the right. Yeah, from where the crowd is. Yes, and then I give him a climber, and then he gets another shimmer, so that he makes his way up here. Okay, and then he will go back out to the left, and then we give him a shimmer. Okay, and then when he finishes sliding, we go ahead and mine to the right, and then clone. And then that's pretty much it. Yep, he hits the steel and turns back to the right, and that's it. Very, very nice level. Yeah, much better now that it's properly patched up. Yeah, and with that misplaced and trap, yeah, fixed as well. And I think from my understanding, I believe a former member by the name of Churacan nominated that low. Armani 3, Forbidden Knowledge, Part 1. Okay, this is the, this is found in Armani's Christmas 2021 pack. Yeah, which I was one of the pre-testers, but I was not able to solve all the levels before he released the pack to the public. Instead, I came back to the pack about 3 months after he released it, and then I was able to solve everything. Yeah, well, at least the ones that I was not able to solve before he released the pack. Yeah, this was one I was able to solve. Yeah, so this wasn't a problem. This is Armani 3. And yes, this one I did not nominate either. Yeah, there will be a couple of lows later in the from Armani's lows that I did nominate, but we will get to those later. So yes, we have one entrance here, and then 2 pre-placed blocker lemmings, and then also a pre-placed zombie blocker. Yeah, of course here we want to avoid him. Yeah, he is a pre-assigned floater though. This one is a I don't even know what he is. This is a pre-assigned climber. This is a pre-assigned climber and floater. So yes, somewhat difficult here, but at the same time, this is the final level. Yeah, the final level at the retro rank. Yeah, from the Christmas pack. So yes, we go ahead and build into the snowball mound here, so that we turn one of the lemmings around. I do it with the 4th lemming, and then we go ahead and build here. So essentially, the whole point of this is to get one lemming to get on by, while everyone else gets contained. Okay, the one that slips by will go ahead and build to the left. Okay, and then I go ahead and build to the right first. Yeah, to make sure that this pre-placed blocker can cross over. Okay, so I'll go ahead and bomb him free. Okay, so he basically climbs up. Okay, and then mine here. And we do this in such a way so that this does not release the crowd. Yeah, the wall is still too high for them. Yeah, this is important. Yeah, and I would say this was definitely a difficult part to see. So then he goes back to the left, climbs up the steel blocks here, builds over. And now we're gonna go, well, actually not, yeah, actually, do I release him now? Yeah, I do, okay. So I bomb him free. And then, yeah, it doesn't matter because he is a floater as well. So he'll just float down safely. So that's why we don't need another builder there. So yeah, he climbs up the wall, bashes on through. And then we just go ahead and build over the exit. Okay, and then patch up this gap with a builder. Okay, and then at this time, I go ahead and release the crowd with a builder, with the remaining builder that we have. And then finally, all there's left to do is to dig the terrain away, and that's it, so that we can get to the exit. So, another very nice level here. Yeah, it's certainly somewhat difficult, but it's not very, very hard. At least it's certainly nowhere near the hardest level of the pack. There are some levels that are far harder. Yeah, some of them ended up taking me quite a while. Okay, Armani 4. Yes, this is one of my one of those that I nominated for Armani. Help yourself. So there's a time limit of 3 minutes and 33 seconds here. And yes, there is a very, very huge reason why I nominated this though, and that is if I open the talisman here, yeah, this one is called "Don't try this if you are not KYN." KYN is me, yeah, the person who's talking, and also the basically the person recording the Let's Play here. And yes, and the talisman here is saving 35 out of 40 using no more than 2 climbers. So essentially, this talisman came about because Armani was so impressed by one part of my solutions that he decided to tribute a talisman to me. And I'm quite touched that he did that. So I'm very, very honored. And actually, the title here is actually a little different. It's actually "Don't try this at home if you are not KYN." However, the problem here is that there is actually a character limit, yeah, on the Neolemix player side. And I've already reported this as a it's not like a bug or anything, but rather a an issue where if there are talisman names that you want to be longer than a certain number of characters, then you're not able to fit it all. And so yes, I reported that, and it has been agreed that the character limit will be expanded here. It hasn't been done yet, but I think eventually it will, yeah, with the next major Neolemix stable release. But anyway, yes, this is the biggest reason why I nominated this low. Yeah, because of the fact that Armani tributed a talisman to me for this low. And so, this is the solution that does acquire a talisman. So I do have another solution, yeah, to this low, but it is one that doesn't acquire it. So here I ended up just simply playing the low and solving the low again, so that I do get the talisman. And then, yeah, you just got to see it. So the first one gets a glider. Then he's going to go ahead and build over the water gap here to rescue the ones that are falling out the entrance. Okay, and then after one lemming falls out, yeah, then I'll go ahead and max out the release rate. Yeah, and you'll see why this is important. Okay, the glider in the meantime goes on ahead to build to get up here. Okay, and then with this other lemming that turned back to the right, we go ahead and stack. And at the current release rate of 50, if you stack on flat ground, it is enough to have one lemming slip on by and get on top of the stack. Yeah, the one behind him will just simply turn around because the stack is now high enough. So the one that gets on top of the stack will just laser so that we create a hole in the ceiling. Yeah, this low was designed in such a way so that this doesn't quite reach the top of the low exactly, but it reaches high enough so that it punches a hole in the ceiling. Yeah, and this was certainly the most difficult part to see here. And from my understanding, there was a user who backrouted this low plenty of times, so that eventually the low that's now in this current version, yeah, this pretty much made the solution harder than it needed to be. I think the intended solution, that is. But yeah, I think as a result, it was for the best because this ended up being a really, really good low, in my opinion. So yes, at this time, I go ahead and bash with the glider here. And then here's the part where Armani decided to tribute that talisman to me. So yes, I make the first lemming in the front a climber. And then I'm also making also a climber, I think. I don't know where he is. He's somewhere, I mean. Or... Oh, it's this lemming right here that's wearing green. Yeah, I give him the climber. Yeah, that's right, because he is the glider. So yes, I just send up these 2 climbers because without the requirement, yeah, it's solving the low using no more than 2 climbers. So these are the only climbers I'm allowed to use if I want to get the talisman. So yes, the first climber that turns around will stack, and this was pretty much the climbers were assigned in such a way so that the other climber makes it up on time before the stacker brick blocks him, yeah, preventing him from climbing up. And then yeah, he's just going to fall back down. The other climber. Get on top of the stack, and then we go ahead and build so that he builds into the stack brick and turns around. He gets interrupted. And then at this time, the stack is high enough to get the climber up. The climber that's a glider. And then once the stacker is done, I go ahead and bash him free. And I also start building up to the left at this time. Okay, the glider in the meantime gets on up here, and then he bashes through the ceiling. So now you see why this laser is needed. It's to stop the basher. And this was certainly the thing that I found most problematic when soloing the low. So yes, he glides down here and turns back to the left, and then he goes back to the right, and then we just simply used 3 builders to get to the exit. So yes, when I start one builder section, I go ahead and build a crowd out. Essentially, it's to get the lemmings to the exit on time. Okay, and that's already it. So very, very nice level. I really like this one. And yes, this is also found in Armani's Lemmings Charter Pack. Okay, Armani 5, Meanwhile in the Parallel Universe. So this is a load that replaced the load that was originally in this position in the Lemmings Charter Pack. That one was very backroutable, but with this new level that took its place, I think this is a much better candidate. Yeah, as this definitely seems to be stable. I found this one to be pretty difficult, actually. Yeah, so we start with 2 pre-assigned slider hatches. Okay, so we go ahead and build here. And then here we let 1 go on by. No, 2 go on by. Yeah, first one that goes out to the right here will platform. So, yes, I should rewind that back. So yes, this builder staircase is now high enough so that the sliders that come to the end will just go back out to the left. And this is important because otherwise they're just going to keep going and then drown in the water here. Okay, so the first one platforms, as I said. Third one up here will build, and then the next one that goes down here will build as well. This builder staircase will be used so that the slider goes back out to the left. Yeah, and that's important because he will prepare this gap over here. And then once this platform is done, yeah, he will be given a shimmer. Yeah, now everyone else is contained, yeah, due to the builder staircase on both sides. So fortunately, they're not in any danger now. So yes, as you saw, the slider goes back out to the left, and then he will just platform up this gap. Okay, bash on through here. Okay, and then we go ahead and put a blocker right next to the vine trap here. The grass vine trap. So I would say this was certainly the hardest part to achieve. Yeah, getting someone down here. And this was also very hard to see as well. Just bashing this long section down here. Okay, and then here, I go ahead and interrupt the basher mid-stroke with a shimmer. Okay, at this time I go ahead and fence up to the right. And then we don't release him here yet. We need him to turn back to the left so that he can release this crowd over here. Yeah, at this time I go ahead and bomb the blocker so that they can all go to the exit later. So we use this part here to shimmy to get up here. And then once up here, we go ahead and fence. So yeah, need to be a little careful here because depending on where you fence and everything, sometimes there's a little gap here so that the sliders would just end up going out to the right. Yeah, so you need to be a little careful here. Yeah, that part I found a little bit annoying, but I think it just simply depends on how you place the builder and where you start fencing. Yep, and then when we reach here, we go ahead and fence. Shimmy. Okay, and then platform to release this crowd, and that's it. So what will happen is that they will land on this platform bridge, and then once they get to the end, they will go out to the left. Okay, and then once they fall down here, they'll be using this builder staircase to go back out to the left and into the exit, and that's it. So yes, I do agree with Armani that this is definitely a much better load than the load that was originally in this place. Yeah, in the Lemmings Charter Pack. Okay, Armani 6. Yeah, this is another load that I nominated. Prerequisite, Advanced Fluid Mechanics. So yes, there are 2 entrances here. Yeah, one on the left and then one on the right. So somewhat hard, but this one is certainly nowhere near the hardest of the Christmas 2021 pack. So first one out on the left gets a swimmer. Yeah, and then the next one would just stack, so to contain the crowd. Okay, platform across. Okay, platform across this water gap. He will turn back around and go out to the right here. Yeah, he'll use the bottom. Get up here, and then bash on through. Let me see. Yeah, he also gets a climber. The swimmer, notice. Yeah, swims down. Gets on up here. Okay, platform across. Okay, bash on through the one-way wall. Platform up this water gap. Okay, yes. he just drops into the water. Yeah, bash on through here. I would say that this part was pretty hard to see. Yeah, it may seem like it's pointless to go down here, but yes, this actually serves an important purpose. So then he goes on over here, bashes on through. And yeah, at this time I go ahead and send up another climber from the right entrance, and then I give him a glider so that he goes down here. Oh yes, and then the swimmer that gets up here stones, and this will be important later, as we will soon see. Platform up this water gap. Okay, so he makes his way up. Oh yes, I just simply bashed the right entrance free. Okay. Put a stack so that the climber can get up here. So he will glide to get here. And then yeah, I go ahead and stack so that these climbers will just simply go to the exit when they get back up to the top. So yes, the importance of the stone is so the glider can land on here and then platform and clone. So if you try to go up here and then stone, the stone is going to be too high so that if you do land on top of the stone, the overhang here will stop the platformer. And then you won't be able to bridge the water gap entirely. So this was certainly the hardest part to do. But yeah, again, it all comes from realizing that you need to come over here. And then so that the swimmer gets up here to stone in the right place in order to achieve this. Bash onto the one-way wall again. Okay, and then bash the stack away. And then finally, to release this card, we bash to the left, and that's it. And there's a reason why the stacker is placed right here. So, because these two are gliders, what ends up happening is that because the stacker is at the edge here, it will simply cause the gliders to bounce back and turn to the right. If you try to put the stack before that, yeah, then the gliders will just simply go past. Yeah, and you certainly don't want that. So, I remember thinking to myself, yeah, I pretty much had the level solved, except these gliders would just go out to the left and be stuck in that infinite loop. But then I realized, oh wait, I just used a stacker to make them bounce back to the right. So yes, very, very nice level. That's the reason why I nominated this level. Armani 7, Santa Training Center. I believe this was another level of Armani's that I nominated. This one, I believe, is found in the Avant-Garde rank of the Christmas 2021 pack.
Let's go.
Okay, so only one entrance this time. Make the first one a climber. Okay, and then we build here. Yeah, allow him to turn back to the left. He's going to climb up the far left here. And then we give him a shimmier. So I really love this long shimmier section here. Yes, and then he drops down here. Give him a swimmer. He will go down here. And then make his way up here. Climbs up. And then we build to the left. Yes, and then we allow him to turn back to the right. Okay, also patch up this gap with a builder. Okay, yes, and then I start a minor section. He's going to use the builder staircase to keep on going. Yeah, he releases the crowd here. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Yeah, mine here, and then these two staircases will be used to keep the miner going. Okay, and then once the miner's low enough, then we go ahead and bash. And essentially to get underneath the icicle trap here. Okay, and that's already it. Very, very nice level. Yeah, really love the Trickstar Neater here. That really long shimmier section, and then just using the staircases to keep the miner going, and then just keep the miner low enough to bash to get underneath the icicle trap. Okay, Armani 8, the good, the bad, and the weird. This was another level found in the LOTY number 22. Yeah, but this one is for Route 3. Essentially, the rule here was to make a level that features normal lemmings, neutral, and zombies. So all three types in one. And here, in this case, these are Millas. So these are girls. So we have a pre-assigned Disarmor zombie, a pre-assigned Climber neutral, and a pre-assigned, I think it's a Swimmer. Actually, yeah, Swimmer and Climber. Okay, I actually found this one to be pretty difficult. Yeah, and this was a no-solve for me, one of the no-solves. But I eventually did solve, but with a back route, at least one of the earlier versions. So I go ahead and mine with the Climber Swimmer. She drops down here, and then platforms across this gap. She turns around, put a stack here, so that these two would simply turn. Oh, actually, this is a climber, right? So the neutral will be able to go over it, but the zombie would just simply turn back to right and disarm all these traps here. In the meantime, the normal Milla will go to the left and then shimmy across. Okay, she'll drop into the water here. We allow her to go to the far left here. She'll climb up, and then we give her a shimmier so that she can make her way up this structure here. Okay, platform over this water gap. Reaching here, we're going to go ahead and stack. Okay, and then yes, here we go ahead and jump and then shimmy. Okay, and then we go ahead and stack here so that she climbs over it, but then the zombie will turn back to the left. Okay, and then we go ahead and platform across here. So yes, as you saw, the zombie just turns back to the left. And then she'll turn around and then go down the bottom here. She drops into the water. And then we go ahead and jump over this trap here. Okay, and then going back to the left, we go ahead and jump and then shimmy. It gets back into the water, goes up here, and then platform across here. And then put a stack so that she climbs up, and then we jump and then shimmy using the platform bridge. Okay, bash on through. Platform on across here. Okay, stack here. And then, yes, I have her jump once she's high enough so that she goes back to the left and then bumps her head underneath. Okay, and then finally, all that's left to do is to dig so that we release this Milla, and that's it. So, in the meantime, this zombie just makes her way through to the top and just disarms all these traps. So, yeah, in the meantime, let me go ahead and show that again. Yeah, they'll just simply climb over the top here. Yeah, and then get over to the right using the platformers that we did earlier. Okay, they're far enough away from the zombie, and then she'll just drop into the water and drown. And that's it. So therefore, she leaves the others in peace here, who can then exit safely. So quite a nice one here. Okay, and then the final low by Armani, I believe. Armani 9. This will be a better year. This was not nominated by me. Oh, same thing with the last one. Although I do think I know who might have nominated this one. So this is the final low in the Christmas 2021 pack. Yeah, and this one had me stuck for a while, but that's because I missed one important thing for the very end. Yeah, and I'll point that out when we get to there. So first one will drop down and be a glider, and then upon landing here, we go ahead and build and clone. Next one we'll need to dig, and then we max out the release rate at this time, so as to get everyone into the digger pen in time before it becomes too high, and then they start spotting from the entrance. Okay, in the meantime, this gap is sealed completely, and then we need to go ahead and build one more time to reach over here. He'll turn around, and then he'll also be given a climber. And this comes at just the right time when the climber is broken through. I believe the climber is just simply sacrificed here. Okay, once the climber is high enough, then we go ahead and have him jump and then shimmy. Okay, everyone else will be contained down here. So yes, this climber is a sacrifice. And this is the only casualty we're allowed. And then here, what did I do? Oh, at this time, I go ahead and fence the crowd out. Yeah, and there's some timing here. And then, yeah, I go ahead and shimmy when we get up here. Okay, and then we dig it down here. So that as the others are coming, yeah, they'll be able to step up to the other side without turning around. Yeah, so that they don't turn around and then fall into the bottomless pit here. So essentially, the hardest part here is just realizing, okay, if I cannot say the climber, then how do I say, the climber. If I cannot say the digger, then how do I save everyone else? Yeah, and this was the part I missed for a really long time. And Armani did think this low was unfair, and he was thinking of not including it in his Christmas pack. But yeah, it is in the pack. Yeah, as the final low, as I said. Yeah, it is the final low of the bonus rank. So bonus 6. So yes, some timing here is needed because when the digger is around here, then we start the nuke. And there's an importance for this, because essentially you need to time the nuke in such a way so that his timer goes off in time when the digger has broken through all the terrain. When that happens, essentially the digger goes into an oh no animation, and then he just simply falls down. But before he gets a chance to explode, he lands on top of the exit trigger, therefore rendering him safe. And so therefore he does not get nuked. And any other time that you do it, and the lemming would just simply get bombed. He would simply get nuked. So you need to use that brief moment when that digger is still in the digger animation, because that's the only time he'll go into the oh no animation. So very, very nice though to end off the pack. Okay, and then the final author here, Flopsy1, past the point of delirium. Time limit 10 minutes here, which isn't really needed. And but it's pretty much due to like the if you're familiar with the Sonic games, there's essentially a time limit in which Sonic needs to achieve the goal on time. Yeah, and if he doesn't, then you essentially lose a life, I think. And yeah, all these levels are pretty much levels found in the Gotta Go Fast pack. This one I found to be a little difficult, but this one is quite a nice one. Okay, first one we build, and then next one gets a swimmer and also a climber. Next one also slips by and gets a swimmer as well. Okay, next one, well, one of the lemmings will block. Yeah, it's a pass through. Yes, these wings are collectible, just like in Sonic games themselves. Okay, second one will dig down here. The other one just simply swim back and forth down here. Yeah, and then climb back up to the right. So essentially, this part was a little hard to see. So the climber reaches just at the right point so that we can like bash here. Yeah, this is to allow the others to step up because the ceiling is not thin enough. Okay, the basher stops here, and then we're gonna go ahead and patch up this gap with a builder. Okay, another very hard part to see here: build, and then after a while, then clone. So this was quite difficult to see here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and patch up this gap with a builder. And another very difficult thing to see here. Yeah, this is actually bashable all the way. Yeah, because there's enough terrain in front of him to keep him going. Okay, so the basher stops here, and then when we get to these pillars here, we go ahead and dig down. Okay, bash on through to get to the exit. And then, yes, here we go ahead and stop the digger with the blocker when he is just low enough so that the others will be able to step up. But because the lemming is high enough, the blocker field does not stop them. Yeah, it does not prevent them from passing on through. And then we're going to do the exact same thing here. Once he's low enough, then we block. So as you can see, they just step over and are not affected by the blocker field. And that's it. Very, very nice level here. Yeah, I especially love the trick here with stopping the diggers with blockers. But yeah, I gotta say, this was pretty challenging. Flopsy 2, who done it? Okay, another one with time limit 10 minutes. And this one, unfortunately, I solved with a back route. So this doesn't seem probably patched up just yet. But that doesn't mean that I found it easy, though, because I actually found this one to be difficult. So yes, there are two entrances here. One here and then one here. This one here is a pre-assigned climber. And this blocker here is a pre-assigned disarmor. But I do not use the disarmor in my solution. So that's why I think this is actually a back route. So the second lemming here, I have him stack. Okay, next one will stack here as well. Then here I go ahead and mine. And then he'll essentially mine to the holes here to stop him from going out to the right and falling out off the side. Okay, so anyone that falls out of this entrance will be contained within these two stacks. And then I go ahead and platform up this gap. Okay, platform up this gap as well. And then, yeah, at this time I go ahead and dig these guys free. The ones who fall within the entrance will land on the stack first before falling the rest of the way. So therefore they don't splat. Okay, and then I also bomb the wall away. Okay, I might be put a trap here. Yeah, so that we can release the blocker. And then again, he'll use these holes to stop. Yeah, like that. Okay, the climber goes on up. Yeah, the blocker that was released at us. And then I go ahead and dig at the edge here. Okay, and then once he's low enough, yeah, so that the others can step up, I go ahead and bash. Okay, yes, and then I use this raise here to start building up. Okay, and then 2 builders is enough to actually be able to get up to the exit, and that's it. So some skills left over, and also the fact that I did not release the blocker. Yeah, this definitely seems to be background. Then yeah, the rest is time skipping because we cannot max out the release rate due to it being locked. And then yeah, I just go ahead and nuke the blocker does a disarmor. Pre-assigned disarmor does. But yeah, like I said, even though I'm pretty sure this is the back route, it doesn't mean that I found it easy though. Flopsy 3 14-hour supernova. Yeah, this one I found to be very hard, but that's because I really overcomplicated the solution here. Eggman's weak. Let's finish him off. And from what I understand, I believe this is like the final level, final main level. Yeah, at the Gotta Go Fast pack. So yes, this is a very wide level. Essentially, entrance here, exits right here. Where are the other entrances? One here, and then another one there. So there are 5 entrances. So yes, we start on the far left here. Whoops. And then yes, my solution is just a complete mess. So block here. And then, where's the... Yeah, the next one comes out here, and then I also set the release rate to 82 at this time. Oh, I think I missed another entrance as well. Oh yeah, there's one right here. Yeah, big here. Okay, so the reason for the release rate is because, yeah, here, so I can get a me to chip off some of the ceiling here with a reminder, so that the builder does not stop. And then yeah, this was, let me see. Okay, that was when he was going to the left. And then here, yeah, I have him mine to the left here. Okay, give him a floater. Oh yes, and then next one that goes out to the right will build. Okay, and then I just block here to contain this crowd. Okay, I build here. Yeah, and then also build here as well. Oh yes, and then I just start building up with this lemming that's in the far left. Okay, make him a climber. And then once he's high enough there, I just bomb him. Okay, that's it. And then, yeah, I just keep building with him. He becomes a climber. Yes, yes, he gets a floater. Yeah, and then I just put a blocker there. Make him a climber. Yeah, so then I make him a climber as well. And then, yeah, I just bomb here once the climber's high enough, and then I just go to the left. Yes, and then I dig down here. Okay, and then I dig. Yeah, so that I cancel the first digger. And it's also done in such a way so that there is a little nuke here to stop the climb from going out to the right. And then I block the digger. So he's trapped. And then that should be fine for now, I think. Yes, and then keep on building. Yes, and then I bomb here. Yes, and then the next one gets a climber. We'll go into the bomber hole here. Okay, mine down. Oh yes, and then I give him a climber. Okay, bomb here. And yes, and then I bomb here. Let me see, what else did I do here? No, that's it. So just bomb and bomb. Oh, and he also got a climber as well. So that he's essentially 1 pixel inside the wall. So that he bombs a little further up. more of the wall, that is. Yeah, and then I just start building to get to the structure on the right here. Yes, and the next one gets a climber as well. Yeah, I allow him to turn back to the left. And then, yeah, give him a floater. Okay, mine, so that the crowd can go further to the right later. Yeah, and then once he's high enough, then I bomb. Yeah, he gets a climber. Yeah, he keeps on building. And then we're gonna go ahead and bash here. Okay, build. Okay, build. So that we get over to the left here. Yes, and then I go ahead and start mining here. Yeah, and I also max out the release rate at this time as well. Yeah, climber and then bomb. Someone also bashed. Oh, he bashes. Okay, bomb. Yes, and then once the bastion breaks through, then we go ahead and build. Yes, and then I start digging here. And then as the lemmings come, I keep on digging until all the walls out. Yeah, and there's also this ascendable staircase to the left as well. So yes, now they're through. Yeah, just want to make sure here. Yeah, and then I go ahead and dig. And then once he has dug 6 pixels, then I go ahead and mine. Some of the lemmings that go on through will bash on through here. Yes, send up a climber. And then I also send another climber as well. Okay, and a block here. Yes, and then once the miner's low enough, then I go ahead and bash. Okay, mine here. Yeah, they're still coming, okay. Okay, mine through. Yes, and then mine here. Yeah, and then dig here. Mine. And then that's actually low enough for them to step out. Yes, and then mine here as well. And then start building up. So yeah, it was just essentially counting pixels here. So now I think I just simply draw my attention to the far left for quite some time. Yes, and then I mine here so that the crowd can get up later. And then build up to the right. So yes, essentially this is a very, very overcomplicated solution. And that is because I failed to realize, yeah, from another solution that I was watching, that there's actually enough climbers to make everyone here from this entrance a climber. And similarly, there's actually enough floaters to make everyone here a floater, so that building here was not necessary. And so as a result, yeah, that's the reason why I thought to like preserve as many builders as I could, when I would actually have enough had I realized there were enough climbers and floaters for one entrance each. Yeah, and then I set up another climber this time. Yeah, mine here. Yeah, one of them will turn around. Yeah, because he reached that point too soon. Yeah, he hits the steel and turns around. And then I built to patch up this gap here. These guys would need to get floaters. Okay, and then I mine here. Build up. Mine here as well. Yeah, mine here. Okay, build to get up. Yeah, bash this away. Okay, dig here. bash. Okay, some messy things here. Dig with the basher. Block on his right side, so to turn the digger around. And then I cancel the digger with the basher. Okay, and then we patch up this gap with a builder. Yeah, and this was placed in such a way so that these climbs down here would not be blocked. Okay, he climbs up. And then, yeah, I send up another climber from that crowd. Okay, bomb here. Okay, build to make a platform for these guys up here. And then, same thing, patch up this gap with a builder. And then, yeah, I give him a floater. Okay, bomb when he's high enough, and then bash on through. And this is a 6 pixel wall so that they can still step up. Not that it matters, yeah. Yeah, had I realized that these could all become climbers. Yeah, and plus, you could also avoid this, yeah, by going a little higher. And then here, I just simply make a bigger staircase. Yeah, and then once low enough, then I just simply mine. So yes, this is where I start mining, and then dig, and then mine one more time, and that's it. Okay, build over the trap here. Yeah, there's a trap. Yeah, we won't be able to see it, but this is survivable. Yeah, with that builder staircase. Okay, bash on through. And then once the basher goes on far enough, then I go ahead and mine. In such a way so that he does not hit steel. Okay, and then the other one that turns around will mine as well. Okay, dig down here. Oh. Yeah, and then at this time I go ahead and start building to the right here. Okay, build. And then yeah, I keep building with them. Okay, bash on through. Okay, build. Okay, and then bind the other way when he hits steel. Like, pretty much almost immediately there. And then yeah, I just build the rest of them out. Okay, bash on through. Bash through and then build. Yeah, and then start bashing with the miner. And then I bash when he reaches the wall here. Okay, and then once he is over here, then I start mining. And yeah, the terrain is still intact there. Yeah, build. Mine. Dig. And then bash once he's low enough. And then he can bash all the way through. Okay, and then here I bomb. So this ceiling's still enough for them to step up. Step into it, and then they can just go into the mine tunnel. Okay, and then here, go ahead and build. Turn around and then build. Okay, build to get up, and then so that he turns around as well. And then, yeah, as you can see, yeah, they survived the drop here, and then here I just released them with a digger. Okay, build to get up the mine tunnel. And then that takes care of these clouds here. Okay, bash on through the wall here. Yeah, and then here I start bashing and then dig down so that no one is able to spill out to the left and then fall down splat. But even they do, yeah, we do have some floaters. Oh, yes. So send up a climber at this time from the other crowd. Let me see. I bashed these guys free. Yeah, I dig this away. Yeah, and this was essentially timed in such a way so that I can build and then just use a blocker so that we get up here and can go back out to the left. Then yeah, here and then I just mine when there's a single pixel of floor left. And then one of the lemmings that actually fell too high in the when the miner went through, yeah, he gets a floater so that he survives the drop. Okay, and then we land on top of the blocker who we can just dig free. And then yes, put a blocker here to turn the builder around. Yeah, and then I just bash to stop the blocker, the digger. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now we just need to get up to the exit. Okay, bomb here. Yeah, pretty much at the maximum height here. Yeah, it's a floater. So he did not get one. Yeah, and then I just mine down. Okay, another climber bomber here. And then we build up. Let me see. Oh, yes. Yeah, dig, and then to get the blocker free, and then bash to stop him. Okay, climber bombs to get the lemmings up some more, and then build. Yeah, send up another climber. Patches up this gap with a builder. Okay, bomb. Okay, and then finally, build one last time to get to the exit, and that's it. So yeah, like I said, this is a very, very complicated solution that I used here. But that's because I failed to realize there's actually enough climbers for this entrance, for everyone from that entrance, and then similarly, there's enough floaters for everyone from this entrance. And also, there are other couple things that I failed to realize as well, such as this is actually a teleporter. Yeah, so had I realized that, that would have made my life a whole lot easier, and therefore I would have had less lemmings killed, and then had an easier time with this section over here, and not like use every skill like I did here. Yeah, where I ended up with just a basher and a digger left. Yeah, and I would have had way more builders left as well. So yeah, this saves the requirement exactly. But it does achieve the talisman though, which is essentially finishing this in, I think, 25 minutes. So with the completion of that, yeah, if you are successful, you get this. An Eggman has been defeated. Well done in beating these tough puzzles. Go and enjoy your victory, Chili Dog. Want more? Go check out the Encore and Toolkit links. I really appreciate you playing this pack to the very end. Flopsy and Sonic. Okay, and the final level, Flopsy 4, Can't Stop Partying. This one I also found to be pretty difficult as well. But then again, it is the final level of the penultimate main rank, I believe, if I am not mistaken. So yes, everyone is all pre-placed lemmings, and they're all trapped inside these balloons, and they are all different specialists as well. So essentially, the ones in the red balloons are pre-assigned gliders. The ones in the in the yellow are pre-assigned climbers, and the ones in the blue ones are pre-assigned swimmers. So let me see. I started with this pre-assigned glider up here. So by fencing. Essentially, it is necessary to go around below picking up the fencer pickups. Because the only way for the pre-placed lemmings to be released is with a fencer, due to the up one-way arrows. And yeah, perhaps my solution is a bit complicated here as well. Yeah, and I just patch up this gap with a platformer here. Bash on through here. Okay, build to make this platform. Okay, build. Okay, he turns around, and then we just build to the right here to get to the exit. And yes, 6 will go in this exit, and then the other 6 will go here. And then, let me see, I release the climber here on the upper right. Okay, platform up the gap so that he doesn't turn around. And then I just simply dig down here before the one-way structure. And yes, these are one-way force fields here. Okay, platform up this gap. He turns around. He goes up here, and then he just falls down here safely. Oh. Yeah, and then I just released a pre-assigned swimmer. So yes. He climbs up and then collects the fencer pickups. So yes, the pre-assigned swimmer pretty much takes the same path here. And then he'll turn around here and then just use the wire to swim to the exit. Okay, now who do I release? I release this pre-assigned swimmer. swims across to get the fencer pickups. Then I release the pre-assigned climber here. Okay, dig down here. Yeah, he can't use the water, he'll drown. And then once he's low enough, then we go ahead and bash. Okay, I build to get to the other side. And then once he turns around, I go ahead and dig. Then once low enough, I go ahead and build. Okay, fence, this is pre-assigned swimmer free. Platform across. Okay, stack. And then I go ahead and bash the stack away. Who did I? Okay, I released the pre-assigned glider up there. Yeah, this swimmer will turn around, collect these fencer pickups. He glides past the exit. Yeah, and then I just mine here. No, I don't bash through that. Yeah, I stack here. Yeah, and this is low enough so that they can still step up from the right. Yeah, now I bash through the one wall. Stack here so that he doesn't fall into the water. And we'll just turn around and go to the exit. Yeah, and then I think I just simply release everyone else now. Fencer. Yep, and that's already it. So yes, as you can see, they can step up. And then the others will go to the right. Yeah, these guys will just go to the right because of the force field here. So they use this path here. Although the climber will just go out to the right here. Oh, and the glider. Yeah, the swimmer can just turn around and swim to the exit. And that's it. So yeah, have a blocker and a stacker left over. Doesn't seem like a back route though. Just maybe an acceptable solution here. Sonic's struggling to fight Eggman and needs your help. Let's go help. Gotta go fast. Okay, so that was a set of 3 offers, and so I will continue with 3 more next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.